Oh, nothing. Dude, it is a day. Good morning, noon, or night. I am still not feeling the best. I still have yet to release the video from Friday. So if you're going to see this, it'll be a little bit after the fact. But, regardless, if you happen to click on this one but you don't see that one, I was let go of the gym, and that was just really a really sad and tough ordeal to get through. And please do not die. Yeah, we're alive. Woo! That was crazy. That was just a weekend thing. In between that, I thought I was feeling a certain way, that happened Friday, and we had the weekend, but in between that time, I lost a friend, Frank the Tank, Frank Esposito. Like I was sad and stupid and sorry and feeling a certain way and angry and upset, and there's nothing I could do. And all of that felt like nothing compared to, not being able to see a friend again. Like, a lot of that stuff made me feel like, I won't see those people, but, I've built relationships with people that, as long as they're around, I'll be around, and, we will find each other. But, in the case of this, no, I won't, can't, have not an opportunity to be able to see him again. Ever. And that sucks, because luckily enough, I had seen him a couple other times in between us shooting that podcast together. That podcast, though, I'm so glad that I was able to do that with him and sit there and get it done and get him to talk about who he is as a person and in his life and the struggles, and to re-release that today and to do some more edits and continue his story. I'm glad that I got to be able to be a part of that, because as tragic as things are, that was also a moment where Ralph got to put together his own show and also show people, the beauty of music and love. And it was a fun event at the Warner's Theater. And it just is such a roller coaster of emotions, from highs to lows. But being there for your people and your friends and your family, I feel like those are always those moments that, can take you through hard and tough times, because, man, that really was just, daunting. That happened the same morning. I'm pretty sure it was the same morning as Valentine's Day, and it was just not fair. It just didn't seem fair. Not to me, but just the people. Me, maybe hurting, but just everyone else around us. It was just a tough pill to swallow. And oddly enough, I know that guy is living his dream, and unfortunately it's not in front of us. but we have to make the time worth it. And as annoying and wild and on track as it seems, like things do happen for a reason. Like, you live through life, you have events, you have these things that shape you, and you know, sometimes you can control them, sometimes, most of the time, you cannot control them. And it's how you come from those situations that really dictate, you know. So for me, I am excited because I feel like I've been given a blessed opportunity to grow from a deep, dark demise that I can put myself in, but instead flourish through because of the fact that I choose to live on for those that aren't here, and to try to do better in every way that I can, from, you know, one thing to the next, and to show up for the people around me, and not to forget about showing up for myself. And I think part of that means that I'm going to have to follow through with some new objectives this coming year. And, you know, I wasn't ready, but when are you ever ready to let go? When is anyone ever ready to let go of some things that they hadn't previously expected they would need to, have to? So today we owe our tribute to Frank with my soda water here, and I hope everyone else around that, you know, feels this loss also knows that in spirit we live with that memory. So continue to bring it forward and continue to say stupid shit like turtles or I love Chipotle on the moments that you remember Frank making you laugh and giggle for. Because I think I had a lot of things that made him bright, funny, and beautiful, and we appreciated that, and we got to know that, and we got to grow close to him, and continue to be weird and beautiful, and it's okay to be different. And I have to remind myself that too, that along this path, it's okay to be different. It's okay to do things wrong. It's okay to do things right. It's okay to do things left. It's okay to do things just, whoa, that BMW just recentered. That's so wild. I didn't know those do that. Squirrel! That's where my squirrel brain goes. I apologize, guys. Yeah. I had to talk a little bit about that. It's gonna be tough. Luckily, I have some really strong friends and mentors and people that give me so much encouragement forward. It's insane for me to sit in a sad pit of fucking sorrow and tears and weep when all of these people are like, go! Keep moving forward! And thrive on what makes you thrive. So I appreciate those who continue to lift me up and say that they see a huge spark inside me, because day by day we get better and better. I don't want to chant the Bears stuff right now because I'm a Niner fan, but I respect his chant. Good on you, Ben Johnson. Alright, I've been ranting way too long. It's been 10 minutes. I'm gonna go see my grandma. We did have an earlier day where we were hitting golf balls, and it was fun, and it was raining like heck, and I should not have been out, but I needed to clear my mind and have a little space of just fun and freedom, and yeah, so we got to dial back into reality, and we got to start tightening up on certain things here and there to really hone in on what we feel like is the next step in our lives. Because I promise you I promise you this next step is going to be the one worth taking. Life is pushing you to this point in time. That is what you need to see. That life is pulling and pushing you to this point in time where you need to take the opportunity. So I must see clearly where this opportunity lies and grab it. Till then, I'll see you soon. So, I don't think, and part of me almost like, but that wasn't the point of it. I don't think I could take a picture I didn't think it just felt any bit necessary because of just like, my grandma don't have her teeth. She's like, it's just not, my grandma wouldn't want to go out that way. So I'm not going to put her in that place, nor show people, because that's not fair. But I think it was funny and fun and great that I got to see and interact with my grandma and use some of the Spanish that I had previously been trying to understand and learn and break that barrier. Because like with English and everything, my grandma, like, but like to Spanish, she was immediately on it. So I'm like, I say frio, like you're cold or whatever. It was just so funny because I was like, are you, yeah, like, who's cold? You cold? I'm cold. She's like, yeah. And I was just asking her, I was like, ¿Quieres agua? She wanted water. See, like, it's just funny because, like, just the simple things that I, like, play with, like, my son and just have learned and stuff like that, just to understand, like, a basis and this and that. So as I was telling her, too, I was, like, saying, I was all like, yeah, my son, like, I was telling her, like, trying to explain it to her in Spanish, and she, full of shit, understanding, like, oh, okay. So it was just kind of funny and fun to be able to like hit that and bypass that barrier between, like, you know, my grandma had always spoken English to me and it never had really been too much of a thing. Spanish was always like the what to myself. And then today it was just like funny because my sister is there, but I was able to like speak with her in her language one last time. So, yeah, I appreciate that. And I want to push that on to my kid and continue just to understand and know myself. Even if we all have our languages that bleed into one that happens to be English, but, you know, if we wanted to, nobody know what we're saying because we're speaking Espanol. It's just funny. It's just fun. It's wild how languages work. I just felt that much more connected to my grandma at one more point in my life. And it was nice and appreciative. And it was easy to not be sad. And it sucks to see, you know, because I've known my grandma in lots of different stages in my life and her life. And she beat my ass. Then to see her just kind of sitting there, laying, have no choice but to. I know she doesn't want to go out that way, but she has no choice. So, hopefully she's comfortable. Till then, we live out with our memories. So, I don't even know what I want. Go home, go to bed. Go back to bed. But we can't. I gotta do work. I gotta start moving pieces together and coming out with episodes and coming out with more collabs and more content for people to soak up and enjoy. We got this. Oh shit. shit, today's Monday. We're supposed to have an ensemble thing. Shit. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. This wind is pretty wild. And that trash can just got like dumped over by the wind. And that shit made me laugh because I thought there was someone there. But it was the wind. It was the wind. This is gonna be crazy. I already know that this is too much coffee. But I need it. Low key. Because there's an ensemble performance. And I have to be there. Because I am now a part of an ensemble. Didn't I confirm this today? So new commitments start today for this. Like, I gotta be there. And it's okay that I'm not feeling like 100% or know how to drive a car. But I get to be there, and this is gonna be awesome. So I gotta get some coffee in me so we have some energy to pay attention and get my brain moving. I'm gonna have the phone recording virtually everything so I could rewatch however I might need be. And note taking, yeah. So this is when you ask for the universe for opportunities. This is what happens. I was like, damn, bro, that's a sick rim. And he just ripped it. He's like, whoa. Two worlds. Check this out. I just got knocked. Look at that. Just got knocked. Dang, this is crazy. I've never been in this gym. Never, ever. Yeah.
And I'm gonna put Richard on the bottom part.
I'm gonna do my best to do something. Okay, so I recorded virtually everything that we did or we're working on, including myself and the people around us. So for one, I have good reference. Two, no one will see the product unless, you know, you need to better yourself. But so lucky. The last production that I had been in high school was Our Town, and the lead was Blake Jordan. And it was funny enough because I wish I could have like been able to be a lead, but it is what it is, right? And he's that person, right? So it's just funny that man, I don't even know, like 10, 12 years later or whatever the case may be, you know, I was like, he was 14, 15, I was definitely like 16, 17, but because he's 27, I'm 29. Just kind of just wild that, you know, of all things in, you know, people, places, like boom, like this guy, not only like, was it cool to be able to like see a friendly face, but like he had also been like, yeah, I'm not really like singing, you know, I've been behind the scenes, and you know, like this will be different and new to jump back into. And I'm like, heck yeah, man. I said, good, cause me has no experience except for singing in the car. So yeah, so it's just kind of fun and funny because I'm like, this is awesome that I have an opportunity to like redevelop, relearn, regrow with someone that I had previously like known. And so I feel like, things happen for a reason. And I'm just gonna have to try to get healthy as best I can, and then just kind of start practicing singing more and my acting, and this is the road to the realm that we're hoping to be thrown into a little bit. And it's going to be interesting, it's going to be different, and I'm going to have to make sure that I section out time for these kind of things, because I know I'm going to have my child tomorrow, and they're going to need their ensemble as well. So yeah, I'm excited to be able to be a part of that. I don't know when or where, but when that happens, I'll let you guys know when and where that production shall be. Till then, we're gonna be doing our best again to just get healthy and practice, and keep on trucking through. So it's just weird because now it's 9 o'clock, so instead of what I normally would have been doing, I would have training and I would have class and I would have people, but instead, I went to do me, and that's what that showed. And it's going to be interesting on what comes next, because this won't be something that I get paid for, right? It's just something that we're going to be learning and developing and going through as a character building state, and also who I'm gonna be, wanna be, how to be, who to be. But man, I'm still trying to get over this sickness. I'm still trying to get my life together as far as just not being sad, upset, or seriously letting myself fall into a deep hole of despair. So I'm just tired. And I know tomorrow's gonna be a great day. It's gonna be a fantastic day, and even more to come with being a part of this ensemble cast and crew is gonna be very, 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 very much appreciative and very awesome. So more things to come along the way, so keep in store, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.